All right, the Bills taking on the Bears. E.J. Manuel, second season with the Buffalo Bills. Bills' second possession of the ball game, second and goal, E.J. Manuel. Man, that was nice. Fakes out Jared Allen, takes it in for the touchdown. Watch it again. E.J. Manuel with a little read option, and then he's going to be able to walk into the end zone easy for the score and ties the game at 7. Bears had some turnovers in this game, to say the least. Second quarter, Jay Cutler finds Brandon Marshall, his favorite target, but Leotis McKelvin strips the ball. It's recovered by Preston Brown, who takes it to the Bears' 46-yard line. It's still 7-7. Second quarter, but the Bears' very next possession, Cutler looking for Martellus Bennett, but intercepted by Corey Graham, who takes it back to the 43 yards. And we'd hear from Corey Graham again. Second quarter now, Bills with it. First and goal from the 7-yard line. Again, this following the Corey Graham interception. E.J. Manuel looking for C.J. Spiller. Short pass and the easy touchdown, 7 yards. And the Bills led 17-10 at halftime. Third quarter now, still 17-10 Bills. But the Bears with it. Jay Cutler. Guess what? He finds his bromance, Brandon Marshall, for the 11-yard score. Bears tie the game at 17. Ignore the flag. Inconsequential. Fourth quarter now. Same score. Bears with it. Cutler fakes, fires over the middle, and that's not a good call. Kyle Williams with the pickoff. 2 interceptions for Jay Cutler. Ensuing Bills possession. How about E.J. Manuel? A high throw, but a leaping Robert Woods climbing the ladder and pulling it down for 25 yards. Take another look. Robert Woods getting as high as he possibly can to pull it down. That would lead to this. Dan Carpenter's 33-yard field goal is good, and the Bills go up 20-17. 2:54 left to go in the game. Cutler finds Brandon Marshall, a 15-yard gain. Marshall would finish the game with 8 catches, 71 yards, and a score. 35 seconds to go. Robbie Gould, 37-yard field goal is good. Ties the game at 20, meaning we would go to overtime in the OT. The Bears with it. Jay Cutler, nearly intercepted, should have been intercepted by Leotis McKelvin, but the Bears were forced to punt. Ensuing Bills possession, 2nd and 5. This is a great run by Fred Jackson, pushing off Chris Canty. Looked like he got in there for the touchdown, but he's down at the 1-yard line. 2 plays later. Yep, that's the game winner. That would be Dan Carpenter firing it off from 27 yards as the Bills win, 23-20.
Sunday night football. Levi Stadium, they've had some problems with the turf, but it looked beautiful as the flag was unfurled.
With the people that's playing on the turf.
Jay Cutler and the Bears coming off that tough home loss to the Buffalo Bills, and Kaepernick, first drive for them. The birthday boy, Michael Crabtree, turning 27.
Great pick. That's not really a pick, man. Wonderful job, just timing of that play.
So was it a pick or was it not?
Yeah, it was a pick, but they didn't call it because they didn't bump into each other.
So it
wasn't a pick. It was a bump.
Kaepernick to Derek Carrier for 22 yards. First and goal at the 8. 2 plays later. Frank Gore still running him over, Marshall.
This guy, man, it's unbelievable how he keeps grinding yards out.
It was 17 zip, and then Cutler looking for one of his banged-up receivers, Alshon Jeffrey. Parrish Cox nearly picks it off, but there's a flag on the play. This might have been the key play of the game. As you can see, Cutler's down. Why? Because Quentin Dial hit him.
Oh, that's it right there. Ooh, that helmet.
Man, this was a lot of flags were thrown tonight. In this
17
game.
Accepted in the first half. And then look at Brandon Marshall.
Big boys ball in big games at big times, and that's a big-time play.
That made it just a 10-point halftime deficit. So instead of 17 zip, Niners feeling great. Now they're only up 10. Now Charles Tillman, he missed half of the year last year because of a torn right triceps. And here, trying to make a play on Michael Crabtree, bangs it up again. Not looking good for Peanut. Later on in the third, Bears down 20-7. Cutler to Brandon Marshall, incomplete. But guess what? We got a flag on the play on Corey Lemonier.
See, that's great.
I know Jim Harbaugh is going to address these penalties, man. They kept drives alive for Chicago.
Then on
extended
3rd
drives.
and 7, looking for Jeffrey. We got a flag on the play. Dante Johnson.
It was double move, Nate.
Yep, and they were killing them with double moves every time. And they can't run
No,
because
they
they
can't.
were hurt.
On to the 4th quarter. Once again, San Francisco had a double-digit lead heading into the 4th. Up 13, but Cutler to Brandon Marshall.
I mean, nothing but a basketball play right there. You go down.
Go down, turn around. Go
Get
down
on
there,
the block.
turn around. I got you.
He could get on the block and post him up. It was beautiful, man. That's a big boy right there,
That's
man.
a young
And
shot.
then-
Time. What is that,
How about the 1st-round pick out of Virginia Tech, Kyle Fuller?
That's a great play, man.
Well, that was a play right there.
Wow.
Did he know he caught that ball, or did he say, "Oh God, thank you"?
He was aware it was in the air as he
sir.
was falling, and he made sure it did not touch the ground.
By the way, Kaepernick flagged for unsportsmanlike conduct after the play for inappropriate
Look at this
language.
right here.
That's
Now
too
put
easy.
big bodies on.
Well, that's to Martellus Bennett, and the Bears have their first lead of the night, 21-20. So Kaepernick, can he lead the charge?
Don't do it, Cap.
It's the rookie again.
Oh, he did it.
Second time in as many possessions.
I hate to see Peanut go out, but
3 picks for Kaepernick, plus a fumble lost.
Fuller got in that thing.
Take one more look as Kaepernick moves to his left, so too does Carrier.
Great job. Great job by that young man right there, man. Great job. Give it back to my MVP. And
4
let him
plays
do this.
later, Cutler to Brandon Marshall for the hat trick on this evening. Cutler threw for less than 200 yards, but had 4 TD passes and no INT.
What my MVP did?
Yours.
Yes, mine. What did he have again?
4 touchdowns,
How
no
many
INT.
interceptions? Oh my Gucci.
All right, so now Kaepernick trying to fight back, but he gets dropped. Willie Young with the sack.
Figure. Oh, that's a bad. You got to know somebody that fishing. You got it. You got it.
2 plays later, 4th and 6. Kaepernick without his Pro Bowl tight end Vernon Davis, who hurt an ankle, gets it to Michael Crabtree. That moves the chains for 9 yards. Then after the 2-minute warning, Kaepernick. Once again, no Davis. Hits Carrier for 14. Now he's in the red zone.
Oh, yeah.
Getting that thing in the
Touchdown, 2-point conversion. We got overtime. But 4 plays later, it's 4th and 9. Kaepernick looking for Crabtree, and
Oh, they go Anquan Bolton in the cone now.
San Francisco loses its first ever regular season game at Levi's Stadium, and they were that close to getting a chance to
The
tie it
vision
up.
cone was tight. It wasn't wide. You know, Kurt was talking about the vision cone.
Yeah, that vision cone.
It was tight.
He got it in there.
So the 49ers had won 37 straight games when leading into the 4th quarter by 13 or more points. The last time they lost was December of 2002.
To put the bow on week number 3 in the NFL, Jay Cutler and Chicago looking for a 2nd straight road win. Geno Smith, Mike Vick looking to bounce back after that very, very disheartening finish in Green Bay. But early on, the Jets shooting themselves in the foot. First quarter, Jets have it, 1st and 10. Geno Smith trying to locate Chris Johnson on the screen. Ryan Mundy jumps the route, and he's taking it 45 yards for the pick 6.
Yeah, within the first 30 seconds of the ball game, you give points to the Bears defense. You cannot make those mistakes if you're Geno Smith.
Just a regular three-count screen right there, and he was just committed to making that throw. Another mistake right here by the rookie Jalen Saunders here on punt. Really never got underneath it, didn't really eye it all the way into his hands, and the Bears get an easy turnover right here in transition. Ahmad Dixon right there, the rookie we just had mentioned on that recovery.
So the ensuing Chicago possession, this is 1st and 10. Very first play of the drive, Cutler dropping back. Alshon Jeffrey, the pass falls incomplete, penalty marker on the play. Darren Walls whistled for pass interference.
Yeah, this is a tough call. I thought Wall's in great position. If anything, might have been offensive pass interference. Tough break.
There's a touchdown to Martellus Bennett right here. The Jets just rushed 3, and Jay Cutler kind of finds the escape route right there and sees Martellus Bennett watch it right here in the pocket. Danny, you'd mentioned this, just looking left right here, but he's got time. He knows there's only a 3-man rush, finds the escape route right here, relocates Martellus Bennett in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, being able to find space in within the pocket, be able to buy time, something Jay Cutler's very good at.
Well, Rex Ryan obviously displeased there. 14-0 already Chicago on the road. Second quarter, Jets ball down 17-6, 3rd and 5. Geno dropping back to Jeremy Curley. Penalty marker would come flying in. Unnecessary roughness on Danny McCray, and the Jets showing some life.
Yeah, that was a nice play by formation, able to manipulate that defense, create some space. Got underneath coverage, not carrying Jeremy Curley far enough down the field, and a big-time throw by Geno Smith.
All right, Bears trying to answer ensuing possession. 2nd and 10 from the Jets' 44. Cutler dropping back. He's sacked by David Harris. Ball comes loose. It's Demario Davis. Going to the house. Play would be reviewed.
Well, they blew it dead, but really the Jets create this fumble here. David Harris gets the ball out of Jay Cutler's hands. This should have been a Jets ball and a Jets touchdown right here. They reviewed it, of course. They gave it back to the Jets, but since the whistle was blown, Demario Davis is not allowed to advance that ball, so the Jets get it right there. Didn't do anything with that recovery.
All right, we move ahead now. 3rd quarter, Chicago has it. 2nd and 3 from their own 27. Cutler dropping back, airs it out to Jeffrey. 42 yards up the sideline, and the Bears are in business.
It's like at halftime, the Bears said, all right, we're going to take some vertical shots. They came out early in the second half, right down the football field.
And the Jets guys just could not stay with Bennett tonight.
Just a complete breakdown here in coverage. Philip Gaines was the corner, broke down, and they made him pay.
Jets have it now, 1st and 10 inside Bears territory. Smith throwing left side. It's intercepted. Kyle Fuller, what a start this kid has had.
Yeah, Kyle Fuller has been a football magnet, his 3rd pick of the year to lead the NFL. But Geno Smith rolling to his left, not reading coverage, it's zone. You cannot make that throw, especially that area of the football field.
All right, so they give Cutler a chance. 3rd and 21 from their own 9.
Oh!
Tony Allen's got hands like feet.
Tipped by Quentin Poples, and Allen just couldn't squeeze it.
Yeah, they got that ball popped right up. Those are the turnovers the Jets haven't been getting, that they're talking about, but they're not getting them and using them to their advantage.
All right, 4th quarter now. Jets have it. 3rd and short inside Bears territory. Smith throwing to Jeff Cumberland, but Jonathan Bostic, the flex pass falls incomplete. Nick Folk would hit a 42-yard field goal. Jets would creep to within 5. Ensuing Bears possession, Cutler to Jeffrey.
Yeah, that's a
13-yard gain.
That's a fadeaway to a power forward right there.
That was an alley-oop up at the rim.
Matt Forte, so dangerous, able to find the edge. Bears would convert on another 3rd down. 3 plays later, 3:30 left, 3rd and 4. Cutler sacked.
Not easy playing against the Jets defense. Just not. I mean, Rex is going to get you pressure. You're going to get hit, but you know what? You got to make your share of plays during the course of the game, and Cutler did.
Robbie Gould would hit the field goal. 8-point Chicago lead.
Bostic. And Bostic had a great game tonight. That would have been a nice capper for him with that interception.
He's coming along.
Give the Jets another light. 3 plays later. On a 4th and 3, Smith finds a Morrow for the 3-yard gain. They move the chains. 3 plays later, this is 3rd and 11. Smith to Greg Salas. 51 yards to the Chicago 20, and the Jets on the move with 1:40 left.
Greg Salas thought he was back in Hawaii in the college days tonight, Baldy.
It was June Jones's offense right there. Wide open, created some space, set this up.
3 plays later, this was it. 4th and 5, Geno trying to extend the play, throwing end zone, intended for Curley. Curley, the man who almost caught it off the deflection, and the Chicago Bears would hold on. Here was a 4th and 5 play, back corner of the end zone to Curley, caught it, lands out of bounds. So the Chicago Bears, for a 2nd straight week, go on the road and win it 27-19. Final score, boy, they gave Geno Smith and company a couple of chances late. Geno, 5 career game-winning drives, but it was not to be on this night.
Jay Cutler, 1-8 all-time as the Bears starter against Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers, RELAX. People, they had only 1 touchdown last week against the Lions. They had a lot more this time around. Rodgers to Air Jordy Nelson.
It's a tough matchup for the rookie.
It's a tough matchup for anybody.
Green Bay up 14-10. Next Bears possession.
20 at least. Man, what a wonderful
How about this play? Alshon Jeffrey.
Did you see that reverse field? Man, that was a beautifully designed play right there.
It's so good. Let's show it to you again.
Yes. Oh, I love this here.
Yeah, nobody's going to cover him on that one.
That's great design by Mark Trestman.
So Alshon getting it into the end zone. Ensuing Packers possession, though, Rodgers to Randall Cobb. Off to a great start so far.
Cobb said coming into the game, he felt like he hadn't played up to par. He showed up today.
Did you talk to him, too?
He's one line, though.
Just watch these throws.
Okay. All right, weird play calling at the end of the first half. Still 2 timeouts. Matt Forte runs it up the middle. They let 20 seconds run off the clock, and that's huge because with under 10 to go, Cutler hits Martellus Bennett right at the goal line, tries to reach the ball across. Refs say it doesn't get across. Now, remember, under 2 minutes to go, it goes upstairs to the replay booth, so they give it a look. But this is the look they get. Micah Hyde, number 33, get out of the way. I can't see.
Never can see it.
So it's inconclusive. They can't overturn it. So Mark Trestman's team gets no points.
Got to throw that ball in the end zone right there.
Got to run your route in the end zone.
Yes.
Third quarter, Cutler looking for Josh Morgan. It's tip
drill.
Who gets it?
Man, listen, man.
Watch that.
Say what you want about Jay Cutler on here. I know I got him for my MVP. Josh, he has to get across the face of that defensive back, and he stopped.
So after the Matthews pick,
yes, I do.
Aaron Rodgers to Jordy Nelson. He finished with 10 catches, a bucko 8 and 2 scores.
Has anything to do about your MVP prediction?
No, he has to get across the face of the defense.
Aaron Rodgers and Jordy Nelson.
By the way, guys, this was only the second time in NFL history neither punter took the field.
That's so Cutler right there. That's so Cutler right there.
I want to lead you down that street.
At least he forced him out of bounds.
You know what he did?
Sam Shields picking it off. Well, you tell me, because Brandon Marshall just keeps going and Cutler doesn't throw it to him.
Yeah, I don't know which one that one is right there. But see, I thought that was safe to get nowhere. But that wasn't. Brandon Marshall's not healthy.
That's the double agent throw. It's a double agent.
4 plays later, Mason Crosby, we're showing you the field goal, and Jonathan Bostic here. That is defensive holding on him. So we're going to take the points off the board and give Aaron Rodgers the ball back.
That's a horrible play. That was the right call. He did grab him. You can't do that.
And he's going to find Randall Cobb, who is tied for the NFL lead with 5 TD catches.
That's perfect.
Rodgers threw for 302.
Charlie quarterback throws him a dime.
On that defense play, you got to grab and snatch somebody come in the hole.
So Rodgers with his 13th career 4-touchdown game, thanks to the 21-point win.
And Roger Post.
Well, I just know it's a long season, so there's always going to be many freakouts along the way. Just got to stick together, stay the course. Mike talked about trusting the process this week. I just wanted to remind everybody that it's a long season, and at some point we're going to get this thing figured out. I don't feel like I ever need to prove anything, but it sure is nice when people start doubting us to go out and have a performance like this.
And people were doubting the Green Bay Packers. Week 1, they didn't throw it to Richard Sherman. Last week, he threw for less than 170 yards.
Let me just say this, though, because I understand. I'm an athlete, too, and I've done it, too. But we get up there and talk about it's really nice when people start doubting us. We only doubt them because of the way you played before. So you just play the way you're supposed to play, then you won't have those issues. I don't know why people get mad at people for doubting them. You only doubt them because of the way you played. But he stepped up today, and they made the plays that they need to make. They got back to playing offensive football like they know how. And Aaron Rodgers, he found Jordy Nelson and Randall Cobb, man, and got back on track. Running game still so-so with Green Bay. But Green Bay also played some defense today. Did a good job.
Fools go.
Really?
Yeah. Chicago secondary, we don't know any of those guys. Other than Conti.
Well, we know him for the wrong reason.
I'm just saying, right. I'm telling you, that secondary, there's so many injuries in this secondary. And Jared Allen didn't play today. So, a lot was working against Chicago. They thought they could come out and outscore Green Bay.
Marshall wasn't healthy.
And they just didn't have enough firepower
today. So you're not sold?
No. Oh, no. I'm telling you.
Green Bay?
That offensive line for Green Bay is suspect.
No, we're not sold on Green Bay.
No.
The Chicago Bears had 235 yards rushing. Honestly, I don't know when the last team lost a game that rushed for 235 yards. It's unbelievable. They also had the ball for 36 minutes. This is crazy, but Cutler's 2 interceptions. The defense played okay, but let me tell you something, man. I just, something about this team with Green Bay just don't click yet. Lacey is not giving us what we thought he would.
Nope.
This season. And Jordy Nelson showed up today like he always shows up, but with Cobb showing up like he did, that's a great influx of offense that they had today. But they need more from the running game.
They got to find another receiver.
I'm
telling you,
they need more from the running game.
If not 2 others, you got to find another receiver.
Listen. Lacey
got to come on.
has to start trusting his blocking. trusting his eyes and running the ball like he used to run the ball and not be worried about if another concussion is on the way and him missing time because he's had 2 already.
You know what you can do? You can tell him that face-to-face because you will see him Thursday.
All right, Chicago Bears taking on the Carolina Panthers. Cam Newton was roughed up in the first possession of the game, but then would remain in the game and recovered nicely in the second half. How about this on a Bears punt? Bears gunner Teddy Williams hits Philly Brown before the ball reaches him, but then a heads-up play by Brown here. He picks up the ball and then scoots it out 79 yards for a touchdown. There's a flag on the field, so this one would be reviewed, but take another look. Brown would get hit, and the ball isn't controlled by anybody, so Johnny on the spot, Brown just picks it up and goes. Panthers' first punt return touchdown since Steve Smith had one in Week 17 of 2003. And the Carolina Panthers led 7-0. Panthers ball now, 3rd and 8. Cam Newton. He likes his rookie wide receiver, Kelvin Benjamin. Finds him here, but then Benjamin stripped by Isaiah Fry. Fry ripped that ball out, and Carolina would recover. So it's Chicago's ball now. 3 plays later on 1st and goal from the Panthers' 10-yard line. Jay Cutler and Matt Forte, they got a pretty good offense, the Chicago offense. They got a lot of weapons, but here's Matt Forte on a little dump-off pass, and he's going to dash into the end zone. A 10-yard score for Forte, and the Bears tie the game at 7 apiece. It's Forte's first touchdown of the season, if you can believe it. Ensuing Panthers drive, here's Newton. He's sacked and stripped by Willie Young. Lamar Houston would recover for the Bears. Chicago's rolling. Great field position for them. 3 plays later, this on 3rd down. Cutler scrambling. Is he going to run? Yes, he is. He finds the corner of the end zone, and he's in there. The Bears lead 14-7. Cutler's first rushing touchdown since 2011. Second quarter we go. Bears leading 14-7. Here's Cutler again. He finds Alshon Jeffrey. And Jeffrey ate his carrots as a kid. Look at the vision. Great vision, picking and choosing his way in from 25 yards out. And the Bears led 21-7. Next, Panthers drive. Here on 1st and goal. Newton finds his old reliable tight end, Greg Olsen. A 9-yard touchdown, and the Panthers trail 21-14 at half. That drive, 7 plays, 75 yards. 3rd quarter now, same score. 1st and goal, Newton. A jump ball for Kelvin Benjamin. Knocked away, but there is a flag. Kyle Fuller, the rookie, called for pass interference. The Panthers would tie the game at 21 apiece on a Chris Obanaya 1-yard touchdown. Benjamin, 3 catches, 38 yards on the game. 4th quarter now. Bears ball, still leading, 24-21. Cutler throws for Santonio Holmes, but it's overthrown, and it's intercepted by Thomas Deku, who would then get up and return it to the Bears' 32-yard line. Cutler's 2nd interception of the game, that led to a Panthers field goal, so the game was tied at 24. Bears' next drive, Forte takes the handoff, but then he fumbles the ball. Antoine Cason with the strip, and K'Wan Short recovers for the Panthers. Forte's first fumble of the season, and at the most inopportune time. Then Cam Newton fires, finds Greg Olsen again. A 6-yard touchdown, and the Panthers led 31-24. Greg Olsen, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 72 yards and 6 catches for the tight end of the Carolina Panthers. Ensuing Bears drive, 1:29 left to play. Cutler drops back to pass, under pressure, then sacked by Mario Addison and DeJuan Edwards, a loss of 15 yards, and the Bears forced to call a timeout. Now, just 1:14 left to go in the game. Cutler, again under pressure, sacked by K'Wan Short. Cutler fumbled, and the ball's recovered by Charles Johnson. And the Panthers come from behind to win, 31-24.
Pair of 2 and 3 teams going at it in the house at Prime, Bill.
Get that right.
They're going to place a call to you, man. They need some help on defense.
They need more help than that.
Brandon Marshall had a huge day. No more than 48 receiving yards since opening day, but he was torching the Falcons secondary. That's a pickup of 20.
That's the first play of the game. That lets you know what's going on.
Then in the second quarter on 3rd and 6, Cutler for Marshall, and it's a gain of 47.
That's a big target.
Finished 6 grabs, a $113. Oh, and don't forget about on the other side, we got Alshon Jeffrey.
That's another big target.
Cutler. Out of his own end zone, he threw for 381 on this day. Jeffrey caught 5 balls for a 113. That's a gain of 26. And then it's Cutler to Jeffrey.
That's ridiculous, man.
Behind
Look at the
everybody.
cornerback running out of bounds.
Nothing
Did you
deep,
see the other
nothing cheap.
cornerback running out of bounds? Are you kidding me?
It's when your video game controller just gets stuck and your guy just keeps running out of bounds. I know that feeling. And then Matt Forte didn't have a rushing touchdown all year coming in. He had 2. Big day for him. The Bears
Come in bunches.
to 3-3 and hand the Falcons their first loss this year at home.
Here to kind of regroup. Yep.
Meanwhile, Dolphins and Bears and Ryan Tannehill to Charles Clay to get things started, and it was really the start of something good. If it worked once, go again. Clay from Tannehill, touchdown. Dolphins on a roll, but listen, you figure the Bears come back in this game, right?
That's
the
what you're
Bears come
thinking.
back.
Well, you think.
Jay Cutler brings them back.
You think Matt Forte, 2 big wide receivers, Martellus Bennett making the tackle or trying to make the tackle there. A lot of weapons. Bad throw by Jay Cutler.
But we talked about that. If Cutler throws a pick, then they're in trouble. Cutler, the interception. Dolphins hold on to the ball. Ryan Tannehill then knows how to cash it in. Mike Wallace, look one way, go the other. See, that's something that the young guys will have to learn.
Yeah, and it's good to see Ryan Tannehill do that since Joe Philbin challenged him before the London game against Oakland. Tannehill so far responded.
14-zip Dolphins. And Tannehill keeps coming. The one highlight for the Bears, well, the 3.5 sacks in the game.
Jeremiah Ratliff was playing like a man possessed in a lot of ways today.
Yeah, and then finally, Cutler goes to the guy. It's the Brandon Marshall Bowl, and he keeps firing away, going right at Marshall, not once but twice.
And when things get tight, that's what Jay Cutler's going to do. Usually turns out well, but it is somewhat predictable. Sometimes it gets you in trouble.
And then the leading receiver for the Bears, Matt Forte, out of the backfield, easy pass, easy money. Here come the Bears, 14-7. But the response by the Dolphins is the good thing. Ryan Tannehill on a roll. And if you had come in today and I say, who would have more rushing yards, Ryan Tannehill or Cam Newton, you would have laughed at me.
Got to call it 4th and 1.
Lamar Miller finishes his drive off. Big response, great response there by the Dolphins.
And that's the kind of response we saw from the Dolphins that beat the New England Patriots. And then Cutler, no ball security, loses the ball. The Dolphins would settle for a field goal to make it 24-7. Cutler and crew would drive back down. Matt Forte, the running touchdown there to make it 24-14. And then Cutler on 4th and 10 trying to rally his time, looking for Brandon Marshall. Did that touch those hands?
Couldn't tell if the DB tipped it. Now see, that would have gotten Luke Kuechly.
All right, staying in the division, the Patriots get some good things done today. Martellus Bennett had this to say about Gronk. I watch Gronk. I watch him all the time. He's like the Terminator of tight ends.
It's a lot of respect, man. I like that. I like when players respect him.
It means because he keeps saying, I'll be back after he gets hurt. I'm just joking, okay? I'm just joking.
Well, he was back today. Gronk
Big
making
play.
the catch right there in the side of the end zone, keeping his feet in
Put
bounds.
a linebacker out there on Gronk. What kind of scheme is that?
Wearing number 50.
Right.
That's Mike Singletary number.
Brady going to Gronk again. This time shakes a couple of tackles.
That lets you know right there he's starting to feel like his old self again right now. He feels the strength and the confidence in that knee to gather enough power to push you off him and keep it moving. Brandon LaFell also is doing his due with this team.
A monster day for Rob Gronkowski and Tom Brady as well. 9 touchdowns, no interceptions in his last 3 games. Finds Brandon LaFell here.
Perfect timing there, Dan. That's what you call teamwork right there, right here on this desk between you and I.
Beautiful stuff, Irv.
What about this guy?
Okay. Hey, come on, man.
This is your MVP.
Yeah, this. Oh,
There you go.
My
MVP. 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 He's your MVP.
Yeah, that's a man.
Oh,
Hey,
I'm not gonna let you live those
his
down, though.
forward progress has stopped. They should have
He's going backwards.
The scoop and score for Rob Ninkovich. The Patriots up 38-7.
I have ridden that Jay Cutler thing as far as I can take it. I must get off this horse immediately. For real.
Jimmy Garoppolo sacked by Lamar Houston, who's injured, celebrating.
Wow.
He hurts his knee, gets an MRI tomorrow.
No, not another dude. Not another dude, man.
Yep.
Packers. Aaron Rodgers, 4-1 since he told everybody to chillax. And he did, playing with that bad hammy. 4th and goal, he's going for it and finding Brandon Bostic, his 3rd-string tight end. They went to the 3rd-string tight end out of the gate. You knew it was going to be a long night for Chicago on that.
Wow.
As far as Jay Cutler, when he throws a pick, they stink. When he doesn't, they win. Okay, I got it. And so does Micah Hyde, who says, I got it. You know, Cutler's 1-10 all-time against Green Bay, including the playoffs, which is not a good mark.
That ball is so late and behind the receiver.
And flat.
Man.
4 plays later, 3rd and 1, Rodgers outraces Willie Young. He's had a good year, actually. And Andrew Corliss. He catches it.
Is he the number 1 tight end or number 2?
Yeah, it's a great call.
Just trying to find out.
Yeah, so it's 14-zip. Second quarter, this is where it gets really ugly for the Bears because you had receivers running free in the secondary by 15 yards like Jordy Nelson.
If it was any other receiver, fine. That's Jordy Nelson. He targets this man double-digit times each game. Crazy.
6 catches, $152. By the way, Rodgers has an NFL record 16 touchdown passes of 70 or more yards. That one went 73. I'd be laughing too, guys. Next Packers drive, it's Rodgers, Nelson, and watch the footwork here.
This was, has any quarterback in the history of this game, Marshall, been more accurate on the run than Aaron Rodgers?
And make it look effortless throwing the ball down the field when running.
Jared Allen trying to get the troops going. I don't know if that's a players-only meeting or not, but okay, it didn't work. It's 28-zip, and then we're going to swing it out to Eddie Lacy, and let's let our
right
offensive lineman.
This is a heartbreaker right here. Because Eddie Lacy is not that fast. The minute that back cutter, I've been that back. Those D linemen should be hustling to get to that ball. Once they realize, oh, they let me get to the quarterback, it's a screen.
That's 5 touchdown passes for Rodgers. We still have time in the first half. Then Jay Cutler knocked down by the old Bear Julius Peppers, who also recovers it. So with the minute to go, he's still got time.
That's payback right there.
And you know what that means? Aaron Rodgers has a 6-pack of touchdown passes in the first half. That's to Randall Cobb. Only Daryl LaMonica back in 1969 pulled off that feat.
You know what we call that? Milwaukee's best.
Oh, I see you working. There are a few Bears fans reaching for that. Believe you me. 6 touchdown passes in the first half. Third quarter, rookie punter Pat O'Connell is on.
I have not, man, I've been in this game 45 years. Man and boy, I have never, ever seen this.
Jared Boykin kicks it before the punter does.
I have never, ever seen that.
Oh, gosh. Stop. Stop.
We got to revisit that one.
Rodgers, by the way, getting pummeled with his team up 42-0. Remember, he's got a bad hammy. Not the smartest thing, but he's trying to tie the NFL record with his 7th touchdown pass, and it doesn't happen. They had to settle for a field goal. And then he was done.
Playing against him in fantasy.
No.
That should be a 50-point game in fantasy.
Fourth quarter, it went from bad to worse for Brandon Marshall, who actually had a solid game. 8 catches, $112 and a score, but this one injures his ankle and would not return.
Praying for you, B-Mark.
Yep, so it's a final. 55-14. If you didn't hear me earlier, they joined the 1923 Rochester Jeffersons to the Bears, being the second team ever in NFL history to allow consecutive 50 burgers.
All right, big-time NFC battle here. Minnesota Vikings, Chicago Bears. Bears last place in the NFC North, looking to heat up versus Minnie. That would be tough, though, in 31 degrees with snow flurries in Chicago. But how about first quarter? Vikings Here, Andrew Sendejo takes the fake punt handoff and goes 48 yards to the Bears' 7-yard line. It's the longest rush given up by the Bears defense this season. Sets up first and goal. On first and goal, Teddy Bridgewater. Rhett Ellison, the product out of USC, for the touchdown. Vikings lead 10-0. Second quarter now. Bears with it. Jay Cutler. He's going to elude the pressure and then looking downfield, flings it, and then finds Alshon Jeffrey for the 27-yard touchdown. A 10-play, 81-yard drive for the Bears, but they still trail 10-7. 2 Bears possessions later. Cutler. I mean, you want to talk about arm strength. Oh, boy, how about this? Brandon Marshall, 44-yard touchdown. Jay Cutler displaying that arm strength. Take another look. Marshall just went up and made the grab. Bears reclaim the lead, 14-10. All right, ensuing Vikings possession. Bridgewater. How about it? Sacked by Jared Allen, the former Viking, who had 5 tackles and that 1 sack today. Third quarter now. Bears with it. This is on 4th and goal from the 1-yard line. A designed QB keeper with the fleet of foot Jay Cutler. Guess what? It didn't work. Turnover on downs. All right, next Bears possession. This on 3rd down. Cutler off his back foot. Not a good decision. Intercepted by Harrison Smith. He's going to pick and choose his way for 52 yards all the way down to the Bears' 27-yard line. But get this, the Vikings would then miss a field goal as a result of the turnover, so no damage, at least on the scoreboard. Next Bears possession, Matt Forte. I want to talk about a man-sized run. How about this? Breaking tackles all over the place. Oh, yes, look at him go. 32-yard gain for Matt Forte. 26 rushes on the day for 117 yards. A good day for him. Fourth quarter now. Same drive. Cutler finds his boy, Brandon Marshall, for the 4-yard touchdown. The second of the afternoon. And you want to know why he was going over there? How about this? Brandon Marshall saying, hey, Jay, I'm open, man. I got single coverage. Toss me the ball. And that's exactly what he does. A 16-play, 72-yard drive, and the Bears go up 21-10. Marshall with 90 yards and 2 touchdowns. All right, next Vikings possession. Zimmer here going for it on 4th down. Teddy Bridgewater, his pass is complete to Charles Johnson for a 24-yard pickup in that first down. That would set up a Blair Walsh field goal, and it was 21-13. The Vikings trailing by 8. Ensuing Bears possession. That was Forte being stopped for no gain, and the Bears have to punt. So here are the Vikings' last chance. Bridgewater throwing deep to the end zone. Looking for Charles Johnson, but intercepted by Ryan Mundy as the Bears go on to win 21-13. NFC South versus the NFC North. Tampa Bay versus Chicago. Lovie Smith returned to Soldier Field for the first time since he was fired in 2012. Jay Cutler leads the NFL with 17 turnovers, and he would add to that total today. First quarter action. Cutler under pressure and then is sacked for a huge loss by Clinton McDonald. Later in the first quarter, Jay Cutler again in the shotgun, and this time Gerald McCoy comes off the edge and forces the fumble. It's recovered by the aforementioned Clinton McDonald. That would be turnover number 18 for Jay Cutler. How about the rookie, the sensational rookie wide receiver Mike Evans? Second quarter, Josh McCown finds Mike Evans for a 19-yard touchdown. Evans, though, is flagged for taunting Kyle Fuller after the catch. Not a classy move there, but the Buccaneers do lead 7-0. So later in the second, Buccaneers with it, same score. McCown throws to Lewis Murphy, and look at Lewis Murphy. I mean, this guy's got moves like you wouldn't believe. Finding a 54-yard completion there, although he would get flagged at the end of it for an offensive face mask. And as you can see, Murphy grabbing hold of Chris Conte's face mask and trying to throw him off. But regardless, a nice play there. 5 plays later, McCown, 2. Vincent Jackson, a 27-yard completion. Lance Briggs, though, would have to leave the game with a growing injury and would not return. This is the injury again. Briggs appears to injure himself while jamming Mike Evans off of the line of scrimmage. That led to a Patrick Murray field goal, and the Buccaneers led 10-0, so they're in control, right? Well, unfortunately, they played the second half. Bears ball, still trailing, 10-0. Cutler finds Martellus Bennett 26 yards there. And 3 plays later, on 3rd and 2 from the Buccaneers' 2-yard line, Cutler from the shotgun, looking inside and finding Alshon Jeffrey for that 2-yard score. And the Bears now trail just 10-7. 2 Buccaneers possessions later, this on 2nd down, Josh McCown scrambling around, and he's going to be sacked from behind by David Bass. He also forced the fumble. It's recovered by Christian Jones. The Bears take over on the 13-yard line. Great field position for them. So the very next play, who else? Matt Forte. Oh, look at the cut inside. Just unbelievable running for Matt Forte. That's a 13-yard touchdown. The Bears now lead 14-10. Ensuing Buccaneers possession. McCown, his pass intercepted by Ryan Mundy. Another great field position for the Chicago Bears. That would lead to a Matt Forte 1-yard touchdown run, and the Bears took the lead 21-10. That's 21 unanswered for the Bears. Ensuing Bucs possession. McCown, that right there, for 24 yards to Vincent Jackson. But unfortunately, Vincent Jackson then fumbled the ball. Tim Jennings then returns it to the Bears' 21-yard line. The play, though, would be reviewed. So you make the call. Is he down? Is he not down? Oh, man, I'll tell you what, it was awfully close. The ball does begin to move, though, after Jackson's left elbow came down, but just not enough evidence, really, to overturn that call. And so the ruling on the field was upheld. 4th quarter now. Buccaneers with it. This is on 4th and 1 with 2:08 remaining. McCown tried the quarterback sneak, came up just a little bit short, as the Buccaneers go on to lose 21-13. The Bears 5-6.
The final score, I'll give you that right off the bat, and then let's see how we got there. Reggie Bush, not active today.
Is he still playing?
He was not today
sure.
for the 3rd straight game, in fact, with that ankle injury. Cutler playing in his first Thanksgiving Day game.
Got the Movember thing working.
Bears stole a page out of the Patriots playbook at the start of this game. A lot of quick passes to neutralize that Lions rush.
Well, I mean, and that's exactly what you want to do. You want to come out. I think they threw the first 6 passes, first plays of the game. They threw the ball 6 times, which led them down the field. Alshon Jeffrey, who, by the way, I activated it this week. So I'm feeling really good about that. It was a questionable thing, but yes.
Six plays on that drive, every single one of them a pass, 5 completed. Lions haven't scored a touchdown in 2 straight games heading into this one. They kick a field goal on their 2nd drive, and then they turned it over on their 3rd.
How about the trinity here? You get the sack, the strip sack, and the cost fumble. The old man, Jared Allen, still got a little something left in the tank, and everybody thought there was something wrong, but he had pneumonia at the beginning of the year, and now you're seeing this is the reason why, this guy still can play this game at a very high level.
Pretty good start for Mr. Jared Allen in this one. Bears make the most of the turnover, convert it 2 plays later.
Yeah, Alshon Jeffrey again. And the key here for Chicago is they get to a 14-point lead. You think you want to keep kind of pouring it on. He throws to a guy who high points the ball as good as anybody in the National Football League.
Bears took a 14-3 lead on that play, and that is when the Lions turned it on.
And watch these throws from Matt Stafford. You heard me talking earlier about him adjusting his launch point. That was his brother, Corey Fuller, Fuller and his brother.
Kyle Fuller,
yeah.
Trying to get it out of his hands.
Hey, little bro, it's all good.
And here, 3 plays later, we've got Calvin in the slot with Demontre Hurst on him. You think he's getting the ball?
I think he is getting the ball, and you're going to see a whole lot more of this before the game is over.
And that, by the way, catch was over Kyle Fuller, who we just saw.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily like the game plan there as far as putting an undersized Kyle Fuller on Megatron. I think that, the numbers are there. Matt Stafford excited about what's going on.
Bears punted on their next drive, so the Lions get the ball back, and they find the end zone once again.
And for the Lions to continue to be a force here, especially when you start talking about the weather, they're going to have to run the ball more just like they did today.
That was really the 2nd touchdown that Joy Bell had on that drive. The first one was called back because of a holding call. All right, so here we've got Stafford to Calvin Johnson for 9 yards. Then it's Stafford to Theo Riddick for a 19-yard gain.
Offensive line settling in. They struggled early on. Matt Stafford, and watch, he plants that foot, ball is coming out.
That's Golden Tate on the receiving end of that one for 24 yards. Now we're in the red zone. 1st and goal, and the Bears 6, 28 seconds left in the half.
Yeah, see, that's not even fair. I mean, you understand you got to get pressure. They blitzed on that particular play. But think about it. He catches the ball, he's not even touched. That's Megatron we're talking about.
That was his second touchdown of the day, his 8th on Thanksgiving. That's the most receiving touchdowns on the holiday ever. And that was the 3rd straight drive on which the Lions scored a touchdown.
Boy, see, and see, that's the thing. You look at Stafford, when he's on, he's dropping back, he's firing that ball. Boy, it's special to watch.
So this is the 3rd quarter, obviously, now, and this is a Golden Tate 22-yard pickup. Stafford spreading the ball around.
The golden boy of the season this year has been Golden Tate. I'm telling you, the most important player, he's the guy that has kept this team in it.
Joseph Fourier almost scored a touchdown on this drive. Got it down there, right to the
Oh, so we missed the dance is what you're
inches
saying?
out.
So no dance, huh?
You could have argued that he did get it in, but it wasn't challenged.
Yeah.
It didn't matter because Joique Belly ultimately got it in anyway. Lions up 31-17. Jay Cutler, not a great second half for him.
Well, this is the thing is when you get a lead, then all of a sudden that allows Detroit to impose its will with pressure. And you see, guys, there you go, another sack right there.
Jason Jones?
Yeah, it's all about if you let these guys grip and rip, it's going to be a long day for you.
Here, Cutler looking for Brandon Marshall. Tipped by Darius Slay, intercepted by Glover Quinn.
And again, that's one of those back foot throws, kind of just chucking it up there as opposed to stepping into the throw. And there was no reason for him to throw off of his back foot. Those are the undisciplined kinds of plays that are causing, I believe, Jay Cutler to struggle the way he has struggled at times.
And there is your final, 34-17. And so the Lions improve to 8-4. The Bears fall to 5-7. As we just mentioned, they are effectively removed from the playoff race, though not mathematically just yet.
For the Cowboys fans, they will not have another 8-8 season.
True. Still a party.
Yeah, Tony Romo, you see the numbers there, 12-17 as a starter in December. You know what helps things go a little bit better is when you have this man in the backfield. If you're not handing it to him, you can throw it to him, DeMarco Murray.
I'm telling you, Willie, this man got busy in the first half, didn't he? Seemed like every time they handed the ball off or threw the ball in the air with DeMarco Murray making a play. Hey, it was a good plan.
Well, they go for it on 4th and 1 here. They give it to Murray.
Well, I said they should kick the field goal, take the points. Willie said go for it, and Willie was right. You got to go for it. I mean, he had a lot of momentum going in. This offensive line was playing well. And DeMarco Murray was on another level tonight. Sure was.
Cowboys jump out to an early 7-0 lead, and early on, Brandon Marshall, as he so often does, was looking pretty good. Little one-handed swag.
Spin off it. Thing of beauty. I mean, Jay lays it up in there, but that is all about 1-5 right there. Great play by B. Marshall.
And I think the safety closed his eyes right there. Because that could have been an interception. Church could have had an interception if his eyes was open.
I agree.
You think they'll be showing that on Inside the NFL a couple of times next week?
4th and 7. They might show this one too here, Dan. This is not what the Bears fans wanted to see.
He goes down, he stays on the ground, and then on the replay, you can see why he takes the knee right in the back from Barry Church.
Very similar to the knee that Cam Newton took early this season that really hindered his game for, the first couple games of the year.
Yeah.
He goes to the locker room, left in an ambulance. You can see the tweet there. Thanks for the prayers. I'm good. Mind over matter. A couple of plays after that. Cutler to Martellus Bennett for the touchdown. We have a tie game.
The former Cowboy.
See, he threw up the X sign. Yeah. Little taunting right there. Having a little fun.
Here come the Cowboys. Roma over to Des Bryant. First down Cowboys, and they're just marching down the field this time.
Look at the time Tony Romo had in the pocket. I mean, that says it all. Unlike last week against the Eagles, clean pocket, great throw.
Converting 3rd downs, and then here on 2nd and 4 to Cole.
Beasley.
Be for the 13-yard touchdown.
Be easy on them, Beasley.
Great finish. You see the snag about the 4, and then we're going to just drag in Chris Connie, the safety, sneak that ball over the white line. Big play right before the half.
That's been happening to Connie a lot this season.
Say it ain't so, Willie.
Yeah, it's so. It's not good.
3rd quarter, Matt Forte making some people miss, but then look what happens at the end here. Anthony Spencer gets in there and rips that ball away. It's recovered by Sterling Moore.
You got to give Spencer credit. He's hustling to the football. He didn't give up on the play. That's a hustle play, and he has the strong big old bicep that you like to talk about. He ripped that ball out.
Well, I just feel bad for Matt. I mean, Matt's had such a great year. Really the only consistent piece for the Chicago Bears offense.
You know who I don't feel bad for?
Cole Beasley.
Easily with the second touchdown of the game. Are you kidding me? A career high for the kid out of SMU.
Conti again?
I think so. Okay. Yeah, so here's a little barrel. You see Chris Conti, little scramble rules, typical Tony Romo fashion. Chris just had to jump, but he missed time to jump, and then great finish again. 2 spectacular finishes for 2 big touchdowns for this Cowboys team.
Yeah, I'll talk about that play a little bit later.
Beasley, a red zone weapon for the Cowboys on this night. Fourth quarter, Bears have the ball. Not going away just yet.
No.
Jay Cutler to Alshon Jeffrey. Great catch.
Boy, dropped it in between the cover corner and the safety coming over the top. Pretty ball, pretty catch.
35-13 now. So later in the fourth quarter.
Safety was kind of late, Willie. What you think?
It was a little late, but that was a great throw and catch.
Yep.
They're trying the onside kick here, and Gavin Escobar should have had this.
It's not the last play. You don't want to spike the ball in the ground. You want to grab the ball.
That's why the fullback. That's why the fullback should be back there fielding that ball.
Is this Aaron Rodgers or Jay Cutler? Just wondering.
I'm going to tell you, it was Jay Cutler.
Yeah, good play by Jay.
How about a 10-point game, 38-28? Orlando Scandrick upset on the sideline. He's trying to get everybody pumped up. Ball boys, coaches, everybody. The Microsoft Surface, he wants you going.
You see, that time they didn't put Escobar over there. They put Witten and Dez. Good coaching maneuver there.
Yeah, Cowboys kick a field goal. They go up. Right. Cutler looking for Josh Morgan. Picked off by Orlando Scandrick. A fitting way to end the game. The Cowboys get a much-needed win. 41-28. Look at Cutler. That's on me. That's on me. The numbers here, none too shabby, especially when you look at that running back, Mr. DeMarco Murray, 228 total yards. He is racking up the mileage this year.
Total Access, engineered by GMC. Monday Night Football taking us to Soldier Field. Rough week for Cutler and Mark Trestman. We know about the story between him and the offensive coordinator, Aaron Kromer. We'll get to that in a little bit. First quarter, things did not start well for Cutler and company. The pass from Martellus Bennett is intercepted by Patrick Robinson, 16th pick by Cutler this season.
And this is ball placement. You can say, look, the ball got tipped up in the air. That's bad luck. But you put that ball on the right shoulder where it's supposed to be. This does not happen 1 minute into the football game.
Second quarter, 3rd and 3. Cutler drops back. Sacked by David Hawthorne. The Bears can't get anything going offensively over the first 16, 17 minutes of the game. Later on in the second, Cutler drops back, throws deep, picked off by Pierre Warren. Second pick of the game. Chicago with 92 yards of total offense in the first half.
Well, you can see Jay Cutler talking to Marcus Wilson, his young receiver right there. That he's not in the right place. He's thrown to a spot, trusting that he's going to be there, and he isn't for whatever reason in Week 15.
Drew Brees on the other side, just another Sunday walk in the park, or Monday night in this case, finds Josh Hill diving into the end zone to give the Saints a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, simple play action. You hit the tight end on a flat route. Layup. Yeah, every time.
Well, he and Marcus Colston had a big night together here for 13 yards and a first down. 5 plays later, this is 2nd and 8. Brees mixing it up, getting everyone involved. Kenny Still, 16 yards and a first down.
And this is about space for the Saints. Space in the pocket and space to throw the football down the field.
Brees again hooks up with Colston on the slant into the end zone. Saints go 95 yards in 10 plays.
He just lives in the alleys, that guy.
Yeah,
I mean, all his catches are right down the alley.
Great length.
Yeah. Falls forward, it's a first down or a touchdown.
Brees surpassing the 4,000-yard passing mark for a 9th straight year, an NFL record. Third quarter, Brees. Jimmy Graham sighting tonight, 29 yards to the Bears' 47.
You know what was good about this game? There was a lot of people involved in this offense.
9 plays later.
This is a repeat of the touchdown we saw from Josh Hill earlier.
Yeah, Mundy's not happy. He spun around. He's trying to find somebody to blame there, but it looked like to me that's where he's supposed to be.
Third touchdown of the game for Brees. All Saints, 21-0.
If it works the first time, run it again.
Yeah.
Simple strategy.
Doubled up.
Bears trying to answer. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. Look who it is. It's Warren, 2nd pick of the night.
It was single safety, man coverage, go route, but the safety shouldn't be able to get over there unless the quarterback was looking that receiver down.
You got to hold the ball a little bit. You got to hold with your eyes. He didn't do it.
Shane Graham field goal would make it 24-0. More of the same. Meantime, at the other end, Hicks dumping Cutler for a 7-yard loss. Bears would have to punt. Bears fan
No reason to take your shirt off.
Yeah,
when
not
it's
at
cold
all.
outside.
Not
That's not helping
just
anybody.
inappropriate.
Don't catch a cold, man. On top of another loss for Chicago, 31-15. Drew Brees again, 29 of 36. At one point, he was 25 of 28 in this game.
All right, Detroit taking on not Jay Cutler, but Jimmy Clausen. Now, Jim Caldwell and the crew actually clinched a playoff berth on Saturday when Philly lost. But still, very important game. But a ton of miscues for the Lions. Matthew Stafford, interceptionless, if that's a word, in his last 3. But here he gets picked by Brock Vereen as he was trying for Corey Fuller.
That wasn't my Corey Fuller.
MC!
No, but there's Corey and his brother, Kyle. Well, you know what?
That is so nice, man.
That is
to
nice
see
this
two
time of
brothers
year.
out there playing. I mean, that is nice.
And then Jeremy Ross on the botched punt. The Bears' Sherrick McManus says there's a new Sherrick in town, and I'm going to recover it.
So you just going to change your mind at the last minute in the NFL football
That's
game.
not how you're supposed to do it? Okay, my bad. Next play with under a minute to go in the first half. Here's Jimmy. Jimmy likes touchdown passes to Matt Forte. We're tied at 7 at the break, and let's do a Jay Cutler body language
So the
watch.
Chicago fans are saying, so is that easy?
Yeah. Oh, Jay. Third quarter, it's still tied at 7.
They say my check is clear.
How about Dominic Raiola? Watch him, the center. He's feisty. And on Ego Ferguson, steps on his ankle. Even Ndamukong Suh says that's screwed up.
He gonna get fined for that one.
Next Bears possession, Pat O'Donnell's got to punt it away. And Julian Stanford, Rupp! So that's going to be an automatic first down. I mean, the Lions, what are you doing here? Mark Trestman finally showing some emotion. Whee! 3 plays later, it's Clausen. This is a pretty good ball to Alshon Jeffrey.
And it's freezing out there.
Clausen, 23 of 39, $181 in those 2 scores. Jay, your body language, please? Yeah, about the same. Yep. Fourth quarter, Lions down 4. Stafford looking for Corey Fuller, but it's Mr. Jennings with the 46-yard PI.
Got to look back for the ball.
That is a huge penalty. Because on the next play, watch the joik stick move. Joik Bell. Whoop! Oh, the cutback. That is pretty.
It's a big fella, too, man.
17 yards on the score. Just get off me.
See, if he can give them that, they're going to be all right.
Hey, your ear hole of the day contest winner is Jimmy Clausen, courtesy of Ziggy Ansah. Oh!
See, the guy was leading down. Well, you don't get mad. You have on the full gear. He was going down.
Oh, come on.
He got caught going down the slide.
Well, the thing I like, Clausen showed more emotion in 8 seconds than Jay Cutler has in about 5 years.
But he ain't like they were supposed to hit it.
Well, okay, that's true.
You got him equipment, man.
But later on, 4th down, and Clausen picked off by Glover Quinn.
4th down, because that's not a bad play. That's just like a punt.
Yeah, but with under 2 minutes to go, that's not going to help.
Yeah, it's just like a punt.
Yeah.
Well, think they were
good try, Jimmy. Good try.
NFC North battle, Chicago Bears, Minnesota Vikings. Ragnar, the Vikings mascot. Well, I don't know what he's doing there, but it's not pretty, folks. Jay Cutler, remember, it's his first game back after being benched last week. Jimmy Clausen was ruled out due to a concussion. And the Bears offense, well, they struggled. On the opening drive of the game, here, forced to call a timeout on 3rd down. 2 plays later, on 2nd and 6, a false start penalty would move them back. Then the very next play, Cutler is called for a delay of game, and the Bears would end the drive on a punt. Teddy Bridgewater, meanwhile, has quietly amassed a pretty solid rookie campaign. Here he is, throwing to Greg Jennings. It looks like a 35-yard touchdown pass, but the play would be reviewed. By the way, the play would be reviewed is a common theme in today's highlight. If you see there, Jennings couldn't hang on to it. It's ruled incomplete. Vikings hit a field goal. They go up 3-0. 3rd quarter, Bridgewater's pass is tipped and intercepted by Kyle Fuller. He returns it 35 yards for the touchdown. No, actually the play would be reviewed. See, it's a common theme here. His knee would touch the turf. We're talking about Kyle Fuller, and he's ruled down at the 9-yard line. So 3 plays later, 3rd and goal. Cutler's pass to Alshon Jeffrey. Look at the grab by Jeffrey. It's a touchdown. The play would be reviewed. Jeffrey only gets 1 foot down, and the call is overturned. The Bears would settle for a field goal. They go up 6-3. All right, next Vikings possession. Bridgewater's pass to Adam Thielen.
right there. A good 22-yard pickup. And believe it or not, we'd hear from Adam Thielen again. If we still had it, this would definitely be a That Helps No One candidate. Bridgewater to Adam Thielen. 44-yard touchdown. It's 10 straight games for Teddy Bridgewater with a touchdown. Again, putting together a pretty good rookie campaign. All right, fourth quarter. Vikings lead 13-9. Bridgewater hits Jennings, who makes a one-handed catch for a 19-yard gain. That was on 3rd and 12. Bridgewater would finish the game with 209 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Same drive. Zimmer going for it on 4th and 1 from the 3. Matt Asiata trying, fighting, but will not get there. Stopped cold by Jonathan Bostic and Jared Allen for no gain. The Bears would take over down 13-9. Just 2 minutes left to go in the ballgame. No timeouts. This on 3rd and 19. Cutler passed to Matt Forte, a 10-yard gain. Didn't get the first down, but it's worth noting because that reception right there let Forte break the all-time record for receiving back receptions with 102. That was on 4th down. For 4th and 9, Cutler found Martellus Bennett, but he was short of the first down. The Vikings would hold on to win 13-9.